If you cannot build sexual tension, nothing else you do in dating really matters, because there's a difference between the girl passionately making out with you or just giving you the cheek, her wanting to go home with you or saying that she has to wake up early, and her jumping on you as soon as you get to the house or saying that she sees you as just a friend. And the truth is, most guys have no idea how to build sexual tension. I personally used to be terrible at this too, but it is a skill, and once you get good at it, dating becomes dramatically easier. So, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to build sexual tension in person with real-life in-field examples so you can actually see it happening. Before we get into the actual techniques, you need to understand the mindset that is required. Most guys try to be nice, safe, respectful, because they're worried about coming off as creepy or getting rejected. So they hold back and play it safe. But you need the absolute opposite mindset. You have to be completely unapologetic about your sexual desire. You want her, you're not hiding it, and you're not ashamed of it. Think old school Russell Brand.
So, there you go, love. Be careful, because that's a low-cut dress.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm only flesh and blood. I've got instincts.
Oh!
When you carry that unapologetic, I don't give a fuck energy, the sexual tension starts to build automatically. Technique number 1, strong eye contact. The easiest way to build sexual tension is just with your eyes. Most guys though are terrible at this because it feels a little uncomfortable, so they look away too quickly and completely kill the moment. You need to push through that. Hold eye contact a few seconds longer than usual and keep building on that. Here's an advanced trick I'm gonna share with you guys. If she's having a hard time meeting your eyes, playfully call her out on it. Be like, I noticed you're having a hard time looking at me. Hope I'm not making you shy. Often though, I'll go one step further. I'll say, here, let's just try maintaining eye contact for 5 seconds. You can do it, right? And that builds a lot of tension. Or if the girl has really good eye contact, which is rare, I'll compliment her and qualify her on it. Be like, wow, I'm impressed. You have really good eye contact. Most people are terrible at this. I like me a girl who's confident though.
Vientos de Miami.
Yes.
Yeah. You have good eye contact.
Technique number 2, playful misinterpretation. So this is when you take something the girl says and purposely misinterpret it to be flirty or sexual. For instance, let's say she says, wow, it's a little hot in here. You might respond with, all right, point taken. I better stop making you so hot. We can't have you just jumping across the table at me. There's families here, for God's sake.
Everyone here has looks, but nothing else.
Oh, thanks. You think I'm hot. I appreciate that.
Technique number 3, slower speech and strategic pauses. This is where most guys completely mess up. They talk really fast and try to fill every moment of silence, which kills the tension. I have a tendency to talk really fast in my day-to-day life, as you guys can see, but when I'm with a girl, I slow everything down. Let's take a cold approach opener I often use. Excuse me, I thought you were really cute and wanted to say hi. Or I can deliver it like this. Hey, excuse me, I thought you were really cute and wanted to say hi. Same exact words, but different effect. Here's an example of this in action.
Excuse me. Hi. Or I don't want to interrupt you if you're meditating or whatever. I was sitting over there with my friends. I thought you looked quite adorable. As you're listening to this ragtime music, thought I'd say hi.
You can feel the sexual tension right from the start. So practice slowing down your speech and speaking more deliberately. Well, on top of that, pauses are huge. I like to do this when the girl's playfully giving me shit. I'll say, excuse me, what did you say? That's much better than, excuse me, what did you say? Or you can do this when you're saying something flirty or making a joke. For example, I might say, you know what I like about you? You have very soft hands, and for additional effect, you would take her hand for a few seconds. And all this works best when it's combined with strong eye contact.
Baby, look at me. When I first saw you, I thought...
Technique number 4, proximity. Just being physically closer to the girl builds tension. Now, obviously you want to be like all up in her face in a creepy way in the very beginning, but as the day progresses and you're building tension with the other techniques I've mentioned, you might want to take your chair and move it a little closer, and then a little closer to further add to the tension. If I'm on a date and we're sitting at like a table, I'll often take my chair and just move it pretty close to hers. But then initially I'll lean back to give her a little space, but as the day progresses, I'll lean in more and more, and this makes the vibe a lot more intimate. Technique number 5, light touches. Once you build some tension with the previously mentioned techniques, it's time to break the touch barrier. Initially, you kind of touch her arm or her elbow, and you can do this when you're making a point or telling a joke. For instance, you can be like, listen, I know what you're thinking. How did I get so lucky with this guy? And if she's not like recoiling back or whatever, pulling back, then you can start to increase the length of the touches. This builds a lot of sexual tension and is actually the perfect segue to go for the kiss. The key though is to keep the conversation going, because otherwise it can get awkward.
You're cute.
Mi nombre es Daniela.
Daniela? Brian.
Okay.
How long you been?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh, so he's teaching you?
Yes.
You like it so far? You're so small.
Yes.
Do you know any of the products? Do you know the names?
At the end of the day, this isn't about a magic line. It's about stacking all the techniques I mentioned. The more sexual tension you build, the easier everything gets. I promise, once you can do this effectively, your results will drastically improve. And of course, you're gonna need some ladies to practice everything you learned on. So check out my free Tinder guide, link is in description. It's gonna help you get more matches, get more dates, so you can get really good at this shit.